Manny Pacquiao's long-awaited return to the ring was meant to be a crowning moment, a bold reminder that true greatness never truly fades. But what unfolded left fans around the world in disbelief. In a clash defined by hot, age, and rising tension, Pacquiao stood against Mario Barrios in a controversial draw that split the boxing world in two. Some glimpsed echoes of the old warrior. Others saw the slow unraveling of an icon once thought untouchable. As Barrios stood his ground and even challenged Pacquiao's legacy in the aftermath, fans and analysts were left wondering, did the comeback bring more harm than good? And has Pacquiao's final story been written or rewritten in doubt? The comeback wasn't quiet. It was thunderous. The moment Pacquiao announced his return, the boxing world lit up. Headlines hailed the legend's rebirth, while fans packed gyms, swarmed press conferences, and filled comment sections with hope and disbelief. At 46, Pacquiao wasn't chasing checks. He was chasing legacy, determined to rewrite history as the oldest man to ever claim the WBC welterweight crown. He moved with intent, cracking mitts like a fighter a decade younger, telling the cameras, this isn't the end. Trainers, pundits, and even former champions offered cautious belief. But beneath the noise echoed a question too big to silence. Could heart and history really outrun age and time?
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. I always thinking boxing, and even in my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise.
While Pacquiao basked in the spotlight, Mario Barrios prepared in the shadows. No parades, no packed-out presses, just a man on a mission to prove himself. Labeled by some as a mere stepping stone in the Filipino legend's final act, Barrios saw something else. To him, this wasn't a comeback, it was a chance to carry the torch. Every mile he logged, every round he pushed through, burned with quiet fire. He broke down Pacquiao's footwork, his patterns, his rhythm, not out of fear, but with the calm fire of a man who understood he didn't need to outshine the past, only outlast it. And Mario earned his shot to face Manny. Fight night rolled in like thunder. The arena pulsed with raw electricity. A roaring ocean of voices echoed Pacquiao's name as if calling down a storm. For many, it felt like a tribute to the past, a farewell coronation for a legend who had outrun time itself. Filipino flags waved high, commentators relived memories, and cameras clung to his every step. But at that same moment, just across the hall, Barrios sat alone in silence. No smiles, no nerves, just stillness. As the crowd lifted Pacquiao up, Barrios readied himself to bring it all crashing down. Because legacy echoes, but fists always speak louder. From the opening bell, it was clear this wouldn't be some sentimental stroll through glory. Pacquiao came blazing, darting in with that vintage speed, tight angles, crisp hooks, and head movement that seemed untouched by age. But Boris wasn't in awe. He stayed collected, pumping a piston jab and circling clear fire. The early rounds unfolded like a high-speed chess game, one man fighting for legacy, the other for his moment. Every shot Pacquiao landed sent the arena erupting, but every Barrios counter brought it back to stillness. The legend's speed was still there, but had the sport finally caught up to him? The air felt heavy as the ring announcers stepped forward, clutching the scorecards. Even the thunder of the crowd faded into a fragile hush. Pacquiao stood still in his corner, sweat shimmering, eyes locked on the MIC Barrios, hands planted on his hips, stared ahead like a soldier awaiting orders. 114 to 114. A majority draw. The words dropped like a slab of ice. A strange mix of boos, cheers, and disbelief rippled through the crowd. It wasn't defeat, but it wasn't triumph either. For Pacquiao, it became a purgatory, a lingering question where an exclamation should have stood.
Judges at ringside, Steve Weisfeld and Tim Cheatham both scored the bout 114 to 114. The decision is a majority draw. And of course, in that case, the champion retains his title.
In a sport where time never shows mercy, Manny Pacquiao reminded the world that greatness isn't just measured by wins, titles, or the numbers on a scorecard, but by the fire it takes to keep stepping in when the world expects you to dissipate. Whether he fights again or calls this the end of his story, one truth remains: legends don't really retire. They echo. And tonight, before millions watching, Manny Pacquiao's echo thundered once more through the soul of boxing.